to the Talk of Life talk show with Elma, Linda, and Kimberly over there in the corner. And we're blessed tonight to have Mr. Darin Haley with us, and we're going to find out about him in just a moment. But this is a Christian-based talk show. And our scripture that I love so much because it means a lot to me is Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this very thing, that he which begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. So that means we're going to be working until we die. And we're not going to die tonight because we have Mr. Haley on the... Woo! Yeah. We're so excited.
Y'all can't die tonight. You ain't got no policy from it.
Oh, shoot. We got to make sure we got some insurance before we die.
Right.
Okay, so hold on, Jesus. Hold on.
And he says, don't get caught dead without it.
Right.
That's right. So don't
slogan.
get caught dead. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, our motivational thing is, in order to succeed, you must first believe that you can. And before you die, you got to get some insurance from Mr. Haley, okay?
Absolutely.
So tonight we can't die until we
get some insurance.
get some insurance. Okay.
Get your insurance.
You
Get
and
your
your
insurance.
You and the families.
That's right. And you know, this is a subject, Mr. Haley, that I've been really want to bring to our churches and to our families, because I realize that a lot of time we think that we're not going to die.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when we do die, somebody in our family died, because I'm not dying tonight but I have insurance, so I ain't ready to go yet, Jesus. But
You don't have the right one.
Oh, okay. Mr. Haley gonna try to make me change my insurance policy tonight.
Yes.
But this is truly a good subject. And I've been trying to get a good insurance person to come and talk. And so Sister Linda over here said, I have somebody that can come and be on the show. I said, well, who is it, Linda? And she said, Mr. Haley. I said, okay, Linda. So anyway, we have Mr. Haley on the show tonight. And Mr. Haley, I'm just going to tell you all a little bit about him. This is from him, so I don't know if it's true or not.
It's true.
Oh, it is true?
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
I thought you said you knew me.
Mr. Haley.
Yes.
I did after you sent me this.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you, he said he thought I knew, but when I talked to him on the phone, I talked to him like I've been knowing him all, you know. And really, he has such a personality that it makes you feel like you've been knowing him for years.
Because he's trying to get that policy.
Yeah, that's it, Kimberly. That's the only way he was talking nice, is because he was trying. Girl, I tell you, Mr. Haley, Mr. Haley. But anyway, when I first met Mr. Haley on the phone, he was just listening. I really think he was trying to figure out, who is this woman? She really talks like she knows me. I fooled you then, Mr. Haley. I got you.
You got me.
I got him good, because he was really trying. You know how a person be talking, trying to think about who is this. But anyway, Mr. Haley, it says here that Darin Haley is on a mission to help protect families across America.
Wake everybody up.
Wake everybody up from the dead, okay? Especially if y'all don't have no insurance.
No,
we're going to dig y'all up,
up,
okay? Darin Haley was born and raised in the big town of Dallas, Texas.
Wow.
He is a high school graduate of the class of 1989. This is a young man up here.
Yeah.
World famous Carter High School.
Yes.
CC. For life.
Wow. A shout out to Carter. Is it still here?
Yeah, it's still here.
Okay,
still
a
here.
shout out to Carter High School. I'm not from here, so I don't know.
It's still
And
here.
he attended college at the historical historical black college.
Yes.
And that college is
Paul Quinn.
Paul Quinn College.
Yeah.
A shout out to Paul Quinn. All right. Okay, Paul Quinn. We did a photo booth rental over there at Paul Quinn about a year ago, I think. We did a photo rental over there. But anyway, even though he didn't go to Prairie View A&M University, he's okay to be on the show today.
Oh, I visit Prairie View a lot.
Oh, did you? That
Yeah,
was
I
my
did.
alma mater, okay?
Is it?
I graduated from Prairie View.
Oh, okay.
So,
You didn't see me down there?
No. Maybe that's where I knew you from.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's our secret. Y'all think we met each other down there? All right, right at the bottom of the screen. If y'all think I met Mr. Haley at Prairie View, okay? All right. Okay, Darin Haley career background with law enforcement began with the Texas juvenile system in 1991. Are you still with them?
Not the juvenile, I'm with the adults at Lou Sterry.
You went from juvenile to adult?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Isn't that
we'll get back to
backwards?
that one.
Yeah.
Okay, his career has continued with the Texas Adult Offender System. And this is the good part that I love too. Darin Haley became a Christian, y'all, at an early age and has been an active member of Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship Church in Dallas, Texas for over 20 years. This man been in the Word for over 20 years. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Because this is a Christian-based talk show and we love it when we have another brother on the show.
That's right.
All right. In 2010, Darin Haley began his business in the insurance industry. As an agent, he works with over 100 different, man, you busy. He is busy. Over 100 different insurance companies in order to provide his customers with the perfect fit for affordable life insurance, final expenses need, mortgage protection, and our retirement plan. Busy, busy, busy.
Right.
As the leader of the O'Haley's group, Darin Haley gladly provides the opportunity to help several others become insurance agents and help many families across America as well. He provides superb leadership, demonstrate project management skills, strategy planning, and team building business development skills. This man is so busy, I'm out of breath. I need some insurance. Whew. And this is his statement, you all. Insurance, don't get caught dead without it. Boy, we are in for a treat tonight. Okay, now it's a lot of you all may not even think that you need insurance. Yes, you do.
Yes.
You need insurance. It's a covering over you. You need something in case
I
you're.
ain't leaving nothing here for nobody. I ain't get nobody nothing. I don't need no insurance.
Yes, you do.
I ain't get nobody. No, when I leave, I'm taking it all with me.
You gonna put everything in your casket?
Everything.
Girl, you don't have room for all the stuff you have. Everything. No.
It's not going with you at all.
See whatever you haul behind.
And it's gonna be right here.
Look, I'm gonna be going through that U-Haul. Let me get those shoes. Let me get those pants right there. But that is a good example.
That's what
Kimberly.
people say. I don't need it.
Because we hear a
They
lot
say
of
that
people
all the
say
time.
that. Well, I don't need no insurance. I don't want to leave nothing behind. It's not just leaving things behind,
Right.
but you need burial insurance as well because we get so many people, especially in the church, that die, and then you go and ask them, do you have insurance?
No.
Do your family have it? Do they
No.
have? No. Then they want the church.
To
I'm
pay
from
for
the
it.
country. They want the church to
Say that
what?
again.
I'm from the country.
No, say church.
Church.
Okay.
Okay. Now, but look, but this is serious though, Darin, and I'm glad that you're on the show because we've had people that didn't have burial insurance and they're caught out there and they want to have a funeral, but they don't have money. So then they have to go ask Kimberly to pay for it.
I say burn them.
But
You gonna pay for that too?
Burn them, baby.
Kim say the cheapest way out is to cremate them. She gonna burn them, but you
Right
still
in
gotta
that.
pay for that
You
too.
still gotta pay for that too.
Will it be as high?
No,
Some maybe.
it's cheaper.
They
though.
got to roll it in the hearse. You got to get them no clothes.
But that depends on.
You gotta buy iron.
Yeah,
I'm
and then,
gonna
but
earn.
still, you still
So-
got
Can I get
to-
one from Hobby Lobby?
No.
No, you can't get one from Hobby Lobby.
Girl, see, you need to definitely talk to her about some insurance because she ever talking
Yeah,
about
I
going to
know.
Hobby Lobby and getting
Yeah, we
a
gonna talk. We
great
gonna
box.
talk. You way out there.
Yeah, I know that's
You
right.
back in.
We got to reel her back in. But okay, so we do need. Okay, you said you do all types of insurance. So let's talk about your insurance. How did you get into this? Because you're still working right with your elder offender system.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
You're doing that,
Yeah.
and then you're doing the insurance.
Right.
Gosh, you are busy.
Gotta stay busy. It ain't over with yet.
And so, how do you get people to get insurance?
Actually, I talk to people. Sometimes when I come out by leads,
Okay.
and once I buy the leads, I go out and see them, and from there just build a relationship with them. And so it just kind of trickle on down, and they call me, and I give them advice if they need.
So you don't walk in and tell them, "Hey, y'all got to have insurance, and I need it now." So you
Sometimes.
approach them.
Just like I told you, you need insurance. You're right. Everybody gonna get an application tonight.
Oh, Miss A, you funny. Okay, so what about, tell us a little bit about the difference in the insurance, because I hear of life insurance, I hear of
Well,
all these different types of insurance.
right. You have term and whole.
Yeah. Okay.
The best way I describe term and whole is like this. Term is like a park. You're just paying rent. So you're not building any cash value, equity in the home.
Okay.
Whole insurance is like you buying a home, you build an equity. So term is gonna stop at a certain time period, whether it's 10, 20, 30, or sometimes 25 or what is the best policy for you. Whole insurance is life. Normally up to age 121. So nobody hasn't reached 121 here lately. So I'm gonna do it though.
Oh, that's right. I promise you long life.
Okay, so term is like 10 years.
10 years. It has an expired date on it.
Okay, you paying on this insurance, and after 10 years, is that policy yours, or do you lose the insurance?
You have no more insurance after that. You have to get some more, which would be higher, because insurance always based on your age and health.
Okay.
So you're wasting your money.
Not really.
But can you cash in on it? I mean, if something happened, can you
Right.
use the term
Right.
insurance?
Well, the number one,
within that
number
time
one,
period?
yes, you can. The number one, I guess the number one way to die is accidental. That's like by statistics, that's the number one,
I
accidental.
thought it was all accidental.
No.
But your term life, the way you're making it sound is like after 10 years and you finish paying, you paying your money for this term life, correct?
Correct.
And after 10 years,
It
It expires.
it expires.
Right.
So
that
what
part is
happened
no
to
good.
the money that you have put in this term life?
On the term, you're not putting into it. That's whole life you putting into it. So term, whatever it is, 10, 20, or 30, after so many years, it's expired. You don't get any money back or anything
unless
like
you
that.
use it within that 10
Unless you die within that time period.
Well, what if you don't, God decided I'm not going to take you in that time?
See, that's
you
where
lose
that's
your
where
money.
I come in at.
That's where you come in.
Yeah.
And
So-
what you gonna come in
What
with?
you
I'm gonna
do?
come in with just say everybody needs insurance.
Okay.
Right.
So if you can't get a whole policy,
Mhm.
I would say, okay, let's start off with term. So if something happened to you immediately, you will have coverage.
Okay.
So I do like annual reviews. So next year I come back,
Mhm.
we'll set up a date and say, okay, now how is things looking for you now? Can you switch over to whole where you be protected longer?
Now let me ask you this: so the money that you put on term, can it transfer over to whole?
No.
No,
Or you have to do a whole new policy.
you have to do a whole new policy.
Oh, okay. So this
Yeah.
money is gone.
That
right
money,
now.
when you hear the word term,
That's
money
gone.
gone.
Okay.
Money's
so
gone.
I can't
Wow.
take term money and make a whole money.
No.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is real.
So who do you
education.
recommend term life for? Someone that's maybe in their 80s, somebody that's
term
maybe
life
in there
Term life mostly for when you're younger.
when you're younger.
kind of living wild. And
And you think they
accidents
might
do
die?
happen. You
They
do
living
die.
wild?
Yeah.
Satan run up on them crazy, they will.
Yeah.
They do die.
Hey,
People die
anybody
young.
need some term insurance? I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I did.
He said
Raise your
that,
hand.
right?
Raise
They
your hand.
died between, so I'm gonna,
Everybody raise their hand.
Shoot.
She paying for it.
I'm gonna pay for it. Shoot. I'm gonna go.
Term
I told
life.
you that.
I need money. I don't want term life. I need cash.
So if you're looking for term, I mean, if you're looking for people that you think might die, some people go out there and, plot to have them, through
You
that
gotta be
term.
careful.
Knocked off.
Oh,
yeah.
knocked off. That's what they do.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. So
But
they
these people
investigate.
living long though. I don't want no
Yeah.
term because most people are living longer
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
the whole life.
So what's the
So-
longest you can get term?
20, 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
So
can do
term is the cheapest. Well,
Okay.
wait a minute. Accidental
okay.
is the cheapest. Yeah.
Okay.
So accidental, you have to die like in
in a car wreck or a plane.
So what's considered
plane,
accidental?
train,
train.
car.
train.
But it's more to it than that, though.
Oh.
You can die if you slip in the tub. That's accident.
Okay,
that's
so
true,
the
that's true.
accident, so does, what is it called? Double indemnity come in? Is that what you call it? Where the policy double after, for accidental
Well,
death?
that's on a regular term or whole policy, term policy. term of whole policy, it doubles.
I
But
got so
accidental
confused.
is whatever your face amount is, and if you die in an accident, you'll just get that face amount because the face amount is so large and the monthly payment is so cheap. So that's the cheapest term. Is the
But
cheapest.
when she talk about double,
Double,
is that a
what is it
different
called?
type of
Double
insurance?
indemnity or
No, it's
something?
not. It's in the policy where say if you die a certain way, the face amount, just say the face amount is 50,000.
Okay.
So you die a certain way, it doubles. It'll be
Oh,
100,000.
okay.
But
Yeah.
is it a certain way you have to die?
You
I mean,
just
like
said
if
that.
somebody
No.
kill you, or you have a car accident, you die in that car accident,
Mhm.
your family will get that.
Right.
double.
It'll double.
Yeah, it won't come to you, Linda, because you be
I be
dead.
dead.
You ain't gonna get it, baby. They'll get it.
Wait, I'm gonna tell Derek you better write a check. Put my money in my put my money in my in the casket.
Yeah, he'll write you a check,
He'll
all
write
right.
a check.
And then you go cash it before they say, hold up, sir, I gotta get something out of that casket and stuff. So whole insurance is probably
It's best.
okay, because the whole insurance you can build up cash value.
You build up
And
cash
the
value.
value you can take out.
Right. You can take out loan. You have certain options with whole life.
So
Okay.
what do I have?
You have whole life.
Okay, I'm good then.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have a beneficiary on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna change that one though, right?
Hmm.
We're gonna change it?
Change what?
The
The
beneficiary.
beneficiary.
No, that's my son.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you wanted me.
No, we.
Oh.
Man, you almost made me choke. He said that you want to change to me. But let me ask you this. So since y'all said that about beneficiary,
Mhm.
is it good to have a second beneficiary? Because if that first beneficiary
Die.
died, then is it good to have two on there instead of just having one? Or
Well, you can have up to you can have them in you want to divide it up, but first is the beneficiary, and then you have the second will be the contingent.
okay.
So when you hear the word contingent, it's like a second beneficiary.
Okay.
If something happened to the first beneficiary,
Uh-huh.
then the contingent beneficiary will receive the money.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I know this
Yeah.
lady. She what is this guy from a church I went to a long time ago? He didn't want his mom to marry this particular guy. She married the man anyway. He thought the man was just really, really mean. So he got an insurance policy. Back in the day, JCPenney used to send out these little 90-day things where you get insurance for 90 days. If you're down in 90 days, you get that $1 million. Well, the man died in the van, and his sister.
Wait.
She lived, the guy's mom lived. She came out of the van in the seatbelt beside the tree. Her husband, who the son said was mean to his mama and he didn't like the man, he died and his sister died. She got in that 90-day period where he signed for that insurance policy, and she got that $1 million.
Are you serious?
Wow.
That's probably why JCPenney bankrupt. All these people getting on that 90-day policies on him and stuff.
but
So
that
they
was-
actually gave her the $1 million.
In that 90-day period, he just signed it. Oh, I'm not gonna die or whatever the son had said. But the
Dang.
son didn't like him. He was mad his mom married that man.
And he ended up dying. She got the money. So she and the son.
No, his son was well taken care of. He
Oh.
just didn't want his mom to be with that man. But she married him anyway.
So they
And
had
he
a
did that.
They had a car wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Accident.
And the mom
Okay,
was
where-
thrown out.
It's an accident.
But where was the son living?
They were here in Texas.
Okay, so both
Both
of
of
them.
them lived in Texas.
So you trying to think that she up here being cold case. Go back, open up a case and see what happened and stuff. But a lot of time I think people don't get insurance is because they don't understand insurance.
Right.
True.
Like you said, you
Right.
didn't understand term and then whole.
Mhm.
So a
Yeah.
lot of times they don't get insurance because they don't understand it. And then some people don't explain it to them.
Mhm.
So they just left out there. And then some people just don't care about insurance and they leave a burden on
Right.
the family.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
Mhm.
everything. And another thing that's bad with insurance is you have it and then you let it lapse.
Right. Then you have to start all over again or catch it up. So that's like 3 or 4 months of
Mhm.
payments you have to catch the policy
Catch
up.
up.
Yeah.
But do you
Oh, so
have
you can still do that.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a certain days. I mean,
You have
Amount of
like
days?
most is like a 90-day period.
yeah, that's what I
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
About
but you
90-day
need to
grace
catch it
period.
up before they
Yeah.
reinstate you, and then you have to make sure everything. But
Right.
some
Before
of
it
them leave
lapse.
it lapse, and then they lose
And they
all
lose
of that money that they put in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that. So
Yeah.
on the cash value part, you can take out of that, right? Do you have to pay that back if you don't want to?
Well, depending on the policy, how the policy is structured.
Okay.
If you take a loan out, yes and no.
Okay.
You take a loan out and just say you happen to die, they would take your balance out of the face amount.
Okay, so they'll take that loan out and give you the best.
You
of
give
that.
you exactly.
And sometimes when
so
people-
you see what he's saying on the home.
Mhm.
So if you had 100,000 and you get 40,000, then if you pass, you're only gonna get 60.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Well,
not
I
bad.
won't get 60.
Well,
Or
that
you
person
gone.
will get
Yeah,
60.
that
No,
person.
you just play dead and then wait till after and then come back.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna
You
get
know,
mad.
I just, I watch Lifetime.
Yeah.
I watch Lifetime, so I hear how those people do all this stuff and come back. You know, so
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
sometimes-
lifetime.
Sometimes people have, by the time you get situated and you get to work, you have a pre-existing health condition and you can't get insurance.
Yes, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you're
'cause they-
breathing, I can cover you.
Yeah, well, I've
If
heard
you
that
what?
if
Yeah.
you're breathing.
If you're breathing,
okay.
I
He
can
said
cover
Because
you.
some people say if
And
you have a
he can.
pre-existing health condition, you can't get a decent policy.
But do you have
So you
to
have
wait?
people who think about that.
No.
Do you okay? So for instance, I get a policy today, and something happened to the person that I bought the policy for. I'm
Mhm.
buying it for somebody else, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they pass the next day. I won't get them with.
Yes, you will. Because
It's an accident.
What will you get?
whatever the face amount is.
Oh, really?
Because we made an agreement. You and the company made an agreement.
Oh, come on now. Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
It depends
Now
on
they
the
gonna do
insurance
they gonna investigate
Right.
because it's a the word he uses is contestable.
Yeah.
So they got to look into it and see if everything lined up right.
right.
So it's not like, okay, well, you die, here you go. No, they gonna look into it and everything lined up right, you will get paid.
So that means
That's pretty neat.
if I go and get 5 people and they die, well, I have
Wait.
some money.
Oh, wait, Pastor.
You lining it up already?
I'm
She
lining up.
already
You told
told
me.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm just doing the math.
Well, okay,
Well,
well,
so I said get them numbers together. so-
okay.
But no, but that is something to think about though, because we don't know the time of the hour we're gonna pay.
Right. Right.
So if we need insurance, you need to get you some insurance.
Yeah.
What about health insurance? Do you do health insurance too?
I don't do health
Health
insurance.
insurance,
Right.
so-
Yeah.
But you just do
The life part.
the life
Part and the retirement, the annuities and
Okay.
Oh,
things
okay.
like
So
things
you
of
do
that nature.
retirement insurance
Yes.
as well.
hmm
Okay. What about somebody that's getting ready to retire and they have 401k and they want, is it the 401k and then and they want to put into
Then you got
Annuity.
IRA.
annuity of that nature.
uh-huh.
Well, what I do is I set up appointment
Okay.
and I look at their retirement and I call my specialist, my product specialist,
Okay.
and we'll just go over some things and see what's the best option. And
Oh,
me
okay.
or my product specialist will give you a call
Uh-huh.
and say, okay, here's the option. Here's the best option for you if you want to move your money.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Let's
neat.
get back to the insurance.
That was insurance.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
That's
insurance.
retirement insurance.
But you still alive, so
Oh.
you can spend
But
it, right?
I'm thinking about retirement.
But you want to put your
though.
money in a good place.
Yeah, you
in
want to put
retirement.
it so it
Yeah.
can grow.
Yeah.
But due to the COVID-19, how's the stocks? The stock market and the
Ooh.
401 and the IRA because I know I lost some money in my 401. So
This year?
this year,
Mhm.
I
No.
did too.
yeah.
I lost about
So-
almost $1,500.
You lost $1,500. What RA you have
That's on my state.
on your state?
On my state job.
Oh, okay.
The 401k plan, my money went down, but then it went back up the next quarter.
Well, with
I
the-
got it back because it goes up and down.
Yeah, with the C19, everybody's losing money pretty
Yeah.
much. We have a product that's you won't lose money. If you go up, then if everybody else go down, you stay right here.
Oh, really?
So if it goes up again, you move up. You never
What
go
is
down.
that called?
Because that is annuity. A certain type of annuity. It's a bunch of
Okay.
annuities.
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
right.
with certain companies. With the one we do, you'll never lose your money. And there's some other annuities out there like that, but the product we use, and like I say, I had to make a point. Yeah.
Individual.
Yeah.
He can't tell too much because he wants you all to book him.
Yeah.
How
Right.
can they get in touch with you right now? How can they get in touch with
My
you?
cell number, here it is.
Oh, here's a card.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
My website.
Oh, okay. And his cell phone number is 972-800-8421.
Or they can go
And then they can they got some fancy little cards up here. Go on, Mr. O'Haley.
You make glossy.
Yeah. And his website is www.haley25careers.com
Mhm.
and then www.theohaleygroup@gmail.com is
Right.
an email. And we'll have all this information at the bottom of the screen
Right.
for you all to contact Mr. Haley because we want him to get a lot of people to invest in his business, in his insurance, so that when you pass on to the other side, somebody will not have to be running over here begging and
Knocking
asking.
on
That is
doors.
so embarrassing
Yeah.
when you have to get up and ask people to go, what is that, GoFundMe,
Yeah.
or asking people to bury your family member.
If you bury 'em.
Yeah, and that is so embarrassing. I've seen that happen several times.
I've seen it happen a bunch. Families fight.
Oh yeah, they really fight.
They really fight.
Uh-huh.
Some families don't want to bury 'em. I done seen
What
funeral
you mean
homes.
don't want to bury him?
They don't want to bury 'em.
They
I done
gonna
seen
just leave
funeral
'em
homes.
at the
What do you mean you
morgue?
don't want to bury?
They don't have money. They don't want to. Well, if they do have some money, they're like, no, y'all can do whatever with the person.
Oh, so
Are
if
you
I
serious?
had a policy, said she was my sister, she has this policy and I have this policy. Okay, she's gonna want to bury, but whereas I want to keep my money.
Right.
So I'm gonna make sure that I get a death certificate, but I'm not gonna tell her that I have a policy.
So
Right? So it'll be on her. If she decided, then we could start fussing back and forth. Well, do you have a policy? And I'm saying, no, I don't have no policy.
And
So-
you do.
Yeah, and I do.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of mess come in. That's how families start breaking
Right.
up.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
because
Yeah.
they got all these different policies
Mhm.
out there. And see, that even happened with us when my father-in-law passed, okay?
Okay.
We didn't know one of the other ones had a burial policy on him, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we thought he had insurance, but the insurance had lapsed because the sister hadn't paid it, okay? But we had money stashed back for him. But anyway, when we found out, what he did was he just gave us part of the money and just said, hey, help, but we didn't know he had a policy. He just said, I'm going to chip in on him, right?
Yeah.
Found out that he had a policy on him and he just chipped in, but he still didn't pay the funeral director. And so we find this out later on now, but we went on and paid it. But it's just, like you said, he kept the money and stuff
Yeah.
like
It's
that.
called-
Well, yeah,
greed.
yeah, it's greed, and families go through that. I even seen where family has took other family members to court
Over,
A burial?
over burial.
because
And
they didn't have insurance, so they did have insurance.
No, they had insurance, but they fighting over the money,
Oh, they
not to bury their loved one, and the loved one stays in the funeral home maybe a year or two.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yes.
how long can you keep a person in the funeral home?
Well, that I don't know, but I know I know
That's
some
it.
funeral homes and kept a body over a year or two.
Because you can go and
They
get
got
a
their
policy because actually they're not.
That is really crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That they will
it's-
do that and have insurance.
So I tell people all the time, just kind of, I guess, get the family or the ones that's more mature
Uh-huh.
to handle the family business.
Right.
Get it in order as now. So when that time comes with whoever,
Mhm.
this is what is done. This is already said. So there'll be
Right.
no fighting.
But see, this is another thing I've heard too, that they'll go and get, each person in the family will go get insurance on this one person. Okay,
Okay.
it's five
Can you
people.
do that?
It's five.
Yeah.
They did it. They got insurance. They got 5 or 6
You
people
get insurance
got
on
insurance
anybody.
on this one person.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta take out some insurance.
So, and when it's like they just waiting on this person to die, and all these people got all this insurance on this
How old
one person.
was the person?
He's still living.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. They still.
She still living, so everybody gonna go get a policy on them, waiting them to die.
I'm saying they get policies. They get policies on this person. And I say, you know, they buy on these policies. That man might still last a long time, or that woman might last way before them. But but you can do that, right?
You can get a policy on anybody.
You can get a policy on anyone that's not related to you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Are you serious?
That's the reason why I'm saying if y'all want to, if you don't have insurance, contact me. And I'll help you. I'm gonna invest in you through Mr. Haley, and we're gonna get you some insurance so when something happened to you, you won't have to be looking embarrassed. Right. I do not want you all to be embarrassed. That's something to think about, though.
I mean, you really.
Kim, why you looking like that? Kim, like, are you serious?
I ain't getting y'all no insurance, so don't call me. I ain't about to none y'all now.
Kim already got a bunch of insurance, y'all. Don't let Kim fool you. Kim got some insurance.
Workintexas.com. Get you a job.
I like
do your 10% and do your insurance.
And they might bury you if you pay your tithe to the church. Then you go and tell them that person paid and they've been paying their tithe, they might bury you, y'all. So, but on the safe side, you need to contact Mr. Haley at 972-800-8421. On a serious note, you need some insurance. You need health insurance as well, and you need burial insurance, term or whole life insurance, so that you can.
Depends on what age you are on the term.
Well, you know, the Bible talks about we have to leave a inheritance, and Kim ain't leaving no inheritance.
Right.
You supposed to leave an inheritance.
She gonna change her mind.
Kim already got that. Kim always act up on the show.
She
always act up on the show.
I want
I need everybody working.
And buy their own insurance.
That's it.
I like this what you're saying, protecting lives and saving generation.
Yes.
Is that what they're saying?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But have you ever presented this to a church where you have members that do not have insurance?
That's a good point.
Where they could be covered, although not saying that a church is gonna enhance on the getting money after they die stuff. But have you ever presented this program? Where they can go into the church and talk to the congregation, and see if it's okay for the church to take our policies on them so that
I understand clearly what she's saying. That's prophecy to me.
I mean, that's not being selfish or anything, but that's helping out the congregation. Because there's a lot of people, especially the elderly, don't know anything about insurance. Because if it hadn't been for Miss High over here that introduced me to you, I wouldn't have never known, because I have, I got hooked up with Mr. Gemini over here. I call him Mr. Gemini, but that's something to think about. That you come to the churches and present this here, because we as Black people do not learn.
Absolutely.
We need to learn from our mistake until they die. They be calling everybody, do you have any money?
And that
is very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have the policy, if the church have the policy, and they would know how much the policy is, so they won't be saying, well, I'm cheating, I'm gonna keep some money, but it'd be good also if you could enhance, refurbish it back into the account. Whereas if someone else die, it would be there for them as well. And people think, oh, that's morbid and that's dishonest, but it's not. It's taking care of people. When they can't take care of themselves.
Right. And the thing I come across is, like say in retirement, most people think they still have life insurance once they retire from their job. That's not true, because your life insurance ends, or if you still have it, you have to pay more. So you want to get life insurance that's portable. Wherever you go, you'll have it wherever you go.
Right. And that's a good point, because I was listening to, I think it was TBN, and some of the churches, what they did, they actually did what you said. They set up insurance for
Right.
people in their congregation,
Yeah.
or people that passed on left money for
Right.
the insurance
Right.
and everything. But do you go out and speak to churches and stuff
I
like
have.
that?
I have done. I haven't done it in a while, but I have done it.
So if we call you to come to our church to present, because a lot of time when they hear it from somebody else, it's a lot serious. Just coming in and talking to the congregation like on a Wednesday night or something, or a night that we could set up an appointment and say, hey, Mr. Haley is going to come. I need you all to come, and I need you all to listen to him, and he's going to explain to you about term and whole life.
Yes, listen to me.
Would you do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, because we would
Yeah.
love for that to happen here at
Yeah.
our church, and for you to come, and then and you can put in a little buzz and say, hey, pastor said that if you don't have the money, I'll sign y'all up. I'm on a serious note, though.
I'm gonna tell him that too. What
I
Pastor
want you
said.
to tell him that.
I
Tell
sure
him
am.
that.
That's what Pastor said.
Yeah, tell him that.
No,
And she said,
co-pastor, not
co-pastor.
pastor.
Oh, well,
Because
co-pastor.
Pastor
co-pastor
probably
said,
say cremate him. No, I don't say that. But the thing again, but let me ask you this here though.
We made them.
See, but let me ask you this. I've noticed too that some people are going to cremation.
yes.
A lot of some people are going to cremation. So does the
most
insurance,
people-
burial insurance, will cover that too?
Most people, when they go to cremation, it's a pre-need. It's a pre-need, or you can just flat out buy a cremation policy.
Okay.
Which, that's kind of form of the cheapest way to go. But most people, when they do that, most people want to be cremated.
Yeah. Okay, so they do. You could get a burial policy just for cremation.
Yes.
Or?
How much
Oh,
does
really?
it run?
And I can run anywhere from maybe $1,000, $900,000, $1,500.
Are you kidding?
And
Just
you can just buy-
1,500?
But the insurance, but the cremation is not. I mean, sometimes they not.
It just depends.
Depends
All
on
policies
them.
are different.
Yeah.
No insurance policies are like pretty much.
Right.
You have to really know or have somebody to know the policies and what to look for.
What you say, Kim?
Also, they're case by case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Case by case. Just like if you have a felony, it's case by case.
Yeah.
And stuff. But this is really interesting, especially with the term, explain about the term and the whole life, because I always got that mixed up when they said term life and whole
Now,
life.
if you can just remember,
Yeah.
term is apartment. So when
Okay.
you living in an apartment,
You rent.
you rent.
And month by month,
Yeah.
unless you use it within those years
Yes,
that you buy it
absolutely.
for. And
Oh
then
my God.
Whole life is like buying a house.
okay.
So you building cash
Your-
value.
Your
Yeah,
equity and
yeah,
all that back
right,
into it, so
right.
you can go in and get that back.
Right.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But so to me, term life is not worth paying your money to.
Well, that's if they die in between that. So you just gotta make
But
sure
you
they
don't-
die
It
in
is.
between that 10 years. I mean, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just
We also-
explaining it,
also
right?
use- right.
It
but-
sounds crazy, but that's
Yeah.
true.
But you can use term life as a form of mortgage protection. What I do as well. Just say your spouse died. You might not want to live in the house the rest of the year. You might want to live in the house 2-3 years.
Uh-huh.
You get
Well, if my spouse died in between that 10 years, I'd be okay. Because I probably have a large sum of money on him. And burial don't cost me what, $7,500.
who?
How much, I mean, to the total burial, because I'm going the cheapest way.
Well, the cheapest way,
It's eight-
what the prices are now, the going prices are now.
8,000.
No, it's higher than that. It's
I just
around 12 to
buried-
15,000.
But it depends on what you're doing. Cause I just
Yeah.
buried my sister-in-law,
hmm
and it was 86.
I'm just saying that's the
yeah,
the average.
it was 86. Cause but they did a beautiful
Mhm.
thing for her for 86. But that
Yeah.
was down in the country though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they
stuff.
pick up and twirl around and they didn't do that?
I
Oh,
told
you didn't
him,
get that
I just
package?
told him to.
Oh, my Lord.
I got the package where they could just give her a beautiful. He did a
Mhm.
really good job. But
Yes,
he's
he
a-
did.
He's our family funeral director in the country
Okay.
and stuff. So he did that. But
Okay.
those headstones are real expensive.
Mm-hmm.
$1,600 for a headstone,
Mm-hmm.
and that supposed to been the top of the line. Till
Pretty
Linda
close.
told me they paid 14 something.
Yeah, we paid 14.
I was about to have a fit, but the insurance covered it. So
Right. Right.
I didn't have
But
to
see,
worry
y'all got y'all headstone. We still haven't gotten ours.
We haven't gotten the check.
It'll
It
be
takes
over a
6
year.
weeks to do it
Mhm.
because she just passed away this month. So,
But term is actually good. Really, it is for those certain amount of years. Because accidents do happen. People do die.
Within 10 years, yeah, we know people do die.
Yeah. We all going.
He said people do die.
And so you can get term life for a person
Yeah.
for 10 years. And so what would be the coverage if, okay, you get term life and they die within that 2 years? Will term life cover, or will they'll just give you the face value of the policy?
No, you get the face amount, the face value of the policy.
Face value.
Yeah, so you have to go in there and select 50,000, and then we'll coerce together
Okay.
afterwards.
Okay.
What's gonna happen? I tell you, I watch Lifetime, y'all.
She has a plan. She has a plan for everybody.
I got a plan. You know, the Bible says you got to have a plan.
Write the
You do.
vision
Yeah,
down.
I'm
You
writing
do.
my vision down.
And
but
insurance is part of the plan.
Make it
that's
plain.
part of the plan.
Yeah,
And we want to
insurance
help
part of the plan.
Mr. Haley get all these people
Yeah.
out here that do not have insurance.
Mhm.
They need to be covered. And this is a serious note because it's so embarrassing.
Yes,
And you
it
know,
is.
another thing that just popped in my mind, we got a lot of young people out there
Mhm.
that
have
think that
no
they don't need insurance.
insurance.
And their parents are
None.
not getting them insurance and they're dying by just
And that's
getting
where the
killed.
term come in.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
that's where the
okay.
term will come.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be where the
Yeah.
term will come.
Mhm.
Because these young kids are dying so, and
Yep.
they killing them and everything,
Mhm.
you know, and
Yes.
the parents don't have insurance for them.
Right.
Then they on GoFundMe asking
Mhm.
Kim to donate, and Kim said no. Go to
Go right on
workintexas.com and get a
by.
job.
They did, though. They can go to work.
Yeah. But on
Right
a
on
serious
by.
note, I tell people too, for our community, for us to
Mhm.
grow from
Mhm.
generation to generation. That's why it's on my card, saving lives.
Mhm.
You want to build for the next generation.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
I like that.
You want to build for the next generation. For some reason, we just don't.
That's what
We
I'm
just
saying.
don't.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Well,
it's
not everybody.
Well,
I
not
think-
everybody.
And there are people, and sometimes I think parents are wanting their kids to be responsible. At some point, they got to take the lead and be responsible.
True.
Mhm.
And then they're not. They're out doing whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. And some parents say, okay, you're out. You're 18, 19, 20, 21. We're trying to help you. You want to be rebellious. You don't care
Mhm.
Yeah.
because you got to come off my health care at age, 26?
Yeah.
It's 26. It come off on the
Yeah.
state. It's 26.
26.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
on there for that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So a
you
lot
know,
of
you have
times
to-
they got to get out there and you got like a bird kick them. Baby, you
But
had
see,
to drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a
They
parent
got to
that's gonna
become.
put insurance on them. So
Yeah.
y'all
so
have
am I.
children, they don't have no insurance. Check me out.
Put them out. I mean,
They got to grow up.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
gotta
it
learn.
has. That's true. They have
Yeah.
to grow up,
They gotta
but
grow
also
up.
you have to also realize that sometimes it take a person, individual, longer one to grow up than the other. But I'm still gonna cover my
Mhm.
child.
Well, I'm
because-
just saying
Yeah.
it's both sides. Each man
Yeah.
has the right
Yeah.
to make that decision. It doesn't
Yeah.
make them bad or worse. It's just you will. Maybe
Well,
the
see,
next parent
my
won't.
son- yeah.
The next
And
parent
then
said,
when
no,
they-
it's time
when
for you
they
to grow up
kid
and be a
died-
man.
Yeah, then they want somebody else to pay for the
Mhm.
funeral.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So what we're saying is get your young people some insurance.
that's
Mhm.
right.
Start them off young right now and get them some insurance and protect them because I'm being a co-pastor. You see this all the time. where
Yes, you do.
people don't have insurance, and then you need to have a beneficiary, right?
Right.
Mhm.
They need to have a
Mhm.
beneficiary. So
You have to have one.
you have to have a beneficiary, one or two or three, or how
Yeah.
many, right?
Yeah, you can split it up. To
You
how
can
many
split it
people
up if you
to.
It
want
should
to.
just be two, because if it's
Normally it's just two,
Yeah.
but if you want to put 3 or 4,
Uh-huh.
you
it just need
can.
to be two.
Because see, once that person pass on, then they can they divide those?
Well,
four
it'll be
people?
divided up on the application before they die.
Oh.
So
Okay.
That
Oh, you
Cause
have
see,
to
on my-
tell them.
Well, on
Yes.
our state thing, they asked that. Yeah, they
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
on my
Mhm.
because I work for the
What's the
state of
percentage?
Texas.
25,
Yeah.
10.
And I had to put on there because
And
I
how
got
much you
all
wanna
three of
have?
mine. I got my husband, my 2 children, and I got that because see, if
What
I pass
percentage?
on,
What percentage?
I gave
You
my
have different-
kids. I gave my kids the high percent because see, if I pass on for him, he is not giving it to no other woman. So
Oh.
I'm setting it
here
up.
we go.
I'm setting it up so my
Here we
children.
go.
So, Brother K, I'm
Here we
sorry
go.
that when you look at this show, I'll make sure you don't watch
had
this
to say
show.
that.
I'm gonna make sure he don't watch this show. But I gotta set up that
I'm
my
gonna make sure
children.
he watch it.
We sending him the link. We gonna send him the link.
I'm
Make sure
taking
he
care
watch
of
it.
my young
What
men.
is the timeline when she said
I
that?
ain't gonna let you know this. But on a serious note, I got my kids with the most percent. And I
Right.
leave him maybe 10%.
You got your kids the most percent?
Yeah,
Who's the leader?
he is.
Okay.
He's the leader with 10%. So, but anyway, you can put the percentage
Tell him to
on
call me.
I ain't telling him
Again.
nothing.
Again.
I put all
Tell
the
him to
insurance
call.
in my
Tell him to
name.
call me.
I'm gonna
I
be
got
the
the right
beneficiary.
I got the right insurance. Tell him to call me. We gonna set this up right.
We gonna set it up right,
Yeah.
but you can set up him another one.
Okay.
This will gonna be mine.
Yeah.
I got to put money for my grandkids when they come
Right.
and stuff. So I might not be here to enjoy them, but at least they can say Nima left them something behind with my kids, But the thing of it
They
is,
can have their own policy.
they do. They got theirs too.
Do they?
Yeah. So if anything happened to them, I'm the beneficiary.
Okay. What company you with? What company you have
I
them
will
with?
tell you they don't
Why
fuck
come?
on this here.
Okay.
Because see, if I tell
Mute.
you, if I tell
Yeah,
them, then
put
they
on
might
mute.
want to go to my insurance and you're going to lose out. I'm trying to help you, Mr. Haley, get some insurance money. I'm trying to
He
help
ain't
you.
intimidated. He
I
ain't
done been in this one
intimidated.
for a long time. But
No.
yes, but I do tell people to get insurance.
Mhm.
And I'm glad Ms. Linda brought you on the show
Yeah.
because we're here to promote Black businesses as well as all businesses.
Mhm.
Right.
But we want you all to know that we do have some Black agents out there, and Darin Haley, and that's Darin,
Mhm.
not Darling, Darin Haley, not Hay. It's Haley. Don't go getting a bale of hay thinking it's Haley. No, we want you all to get the insurance because he says what? Insurance don't get caught dead without it. Okay? So this is all to all people that are living. Don't get caught dead without it. Okay? That's his slogan. And so we want you to
Recruit.
please contact Darin Haley at 972-800-8421, and he will be more than happy to even come. Now, would you go to different churches? Because see, when they hear this, they might call you and say, "Hey, Mr. Haley, can you come and speak to our congregation?"
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm,
we can
absolutely.
promote that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And plus, I'm hiring.
Okay, so he's hiring. Oh, good. So you're going to have to give me a job write up so we can put it on Working
You
Texas.
get a
and get
discount on
you
the
out there.
policy if we work
Yeah.
with you.
No.
Okay.
you don't get a policy if they work with you.
A
You
discount.
can. You don't get a discount.
Oh, yeah.
But I will teach you
Okay,
how to
he-
put money in your pocket.
Mm.
That's a discount.
Oh, okay,
a
that's
lot
good.
of money.
Okay, so you can teach us how to do that too.
Right.
With insurance, or this another business that you have?
No, this is with my insurance, my company.
Oh,
And what is
wow.
your other one? Insurance, real estate. This is a real
You
estate.
do real estate too?
No, I don't do real. Well, I dab a little bit in it, but not.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
Okay. So you know somebody else that can do that.
the real estate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
good. So we're gonna have that person on the show too.
Right.
Okay. So our thing here that we're dealing with, Darin, is insurance.
Right.
Term, whole life, retirement as well. So if you are ignorant, meaning that you don't know about this, I have learned so much tonight. That's how they say it in the country.
Lunch.
Learned. That means I'm a little educated tonight now. I'm educated tonight on insurance. So now I know who to call when I don't understand insurance.
Right.
Right.
Or somebody looking for a job,
Or somebody looking for a job.
full time or part time.
Full time or part time. You can check Darin Haley out. Okay?
Right.
Because he is the man. Who do I
man.
call? Not the Ghostbusters, but Darin.
That's
okay?
right.
Now,
Gemini.
Gemini, Mr.
That's-
Gemini.
that's
Why
right.
do you call him Mr. Gemini?
Because he's
Uh-oh.
born in June. He's a
Oh
Gemini.
Lord, these June babies up here, June babies. Okay, Mr. Darin.
Okay.
Uh,
I want that.
so in your Christian ministry at
Okay.
Oak Cliff Bible, what do you do there?
Work with the youth.
Oh,
Try to
really?
help mentor
wow.
the youth. As you see, I always try to mentor the youth.
Yeah.
Just talk to them and try to give a different perspective
Okay.
of what they see versus what the word is.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
So why did you choose to do that? I mean,
Actually, it started from my older brother. He got into it, and so he told me just take a shot at it, and we just been doing it ever since.
And so you work with juveniles
Yeah,
anyway,
I
so
thought
that
maybe
would
that-
go into the church as well.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure working with juveniles, you had a lot of
Ooh, yes.
bad kids in that
Yes.
juvenile and
Yes,
stuff.
I can remember several of them.
Mm-mm.
But their living situation was bad as well.
Okay.
So when I was working for the shelter, emergency shelter, we used to have to go pick them up at all sorts of time of the day. And when I started at the county, it was parents just come drop their kids off and say, I can't deal with them no more.
Are you
At the
kidding?
juvenile place?
How old were they?
Wow.
Like 9 or 10.
And they just drop them off
They
because they
drop
don't
them off
have
and drive off, and we had to go chase them down.
drive-by drop-off.
Yes.
We had to
you
go chase him down.
serious?
So we can't keep him because he hasn't broke the law. And plus, the law, you have to keep your son.
And so what happened when you can't, they just drive off and leave? What y'all do with them?
Like, hey, we have to chase them down. We take them in the building.
So what
Well,
y'all
we
have? A motorcycle in case they drop them off? Y'all
Well, back then we get our own cars and try to,
stop them.
stop them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're going to have you back, Mr. Darin,
For
to talk about that
real?
because there are so many kids out there in juvenile that may need to hear about how to stay out of juvenile, and juvenile is real.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
And
is.
stuff. And
It
a
is.
lot of kids
It
think
is.
that that's okay to go out there.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't care about going to juvenile. But once they get in there, it's a whole
Mhm.
totally different
Right.
It really
lifestyle
is.
and stuff. So we're going to have you to come back because I'm dealing with the kids of today. They need to hear
Yeah,
this.
That's a challenge.
Yes,
Yeah.
as being with the juvenile, but I really learned a lot, and this hour has really gone by
Oh, it's
fast.
over. It should
And
be.
before we close, Darin, give the audience some information. What you can tell them, leave them with some words of encouragement or something.
Right.
Where they can get some insurance.
Yep. That's
Really?
Don't
good.
get caught dead without it.
That's good.
That's a good word of encouragement. Get some insurance.
Y'all dead without it. But all serious, protect your families.
Yes.
Protect your families. Every family needs it. I know we sat up here and had fun and joke, but protect your families.
That's a good
Mhm.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do that because we want you to have the insurance. And I really feel that Mr. Haley would be good for
Right.
you to contact him for insurance because everybody don't say it's too expensive because you don't want to get caught dead without it.
That's right.
But a lot of people use that for an excuse and say, I don't have money to pay for insurance. And you got people out there that's driving without insurance and then they cause an accident to happen. And then they don't have burial insurance for
Right.
their family.
Right.
So this on a serious note, I have my serious face on. Okay, no laughing. I told y'all not to laugh. But anyway, on a serious note, please contact Darin Haley, and we'll have the contact information at the bottom of the screen for insurance. And remember, do not get caught dead without insurance, okay? And if your church would like for him to come and speak about insurance, he said that he doesn't mind coming. You can call him and set up a time and date that he can come meet with your congregation because I guarantee you somebody in that place does not have burial insurance. And they're going to come to you and ask you to bury them because Kim is going to tell them.
Cremation.
What you
Set
gonna
them on
tell-
fire.
Set them on fire.
Set 'em on fire.
It's getting hot in here.
They set them on fire.
If you don't want to get cremated, get you some insurance so you can get a beautiful coffin and sit up there because Kim gonna set you on fire. Yeah. But anyway, it's been so fun talking with you, Darin.
Thank you.
And as I
thank
always
you.
say, if you would like to be a part of the talk show, contact me at elmatalkshow.com. And I would love to have you to be a part of our Talk of Life talk show with Elma. We air every Monday at 8 p.m., Facebook or YouTube. Please, if you all could just take a few minutes, go in and look at it. I guarantee you're going to love us. please subscribe to YouTube. We need you to subscribe to YouTube as well. And again, if you would love to be on the show, contact me, elmatalkshow.com, every Monday, 8 p.m. on Facebook or YouTube. Until next Monday, same time, we love you. Please put your comments at the bottom of the screen and contact Darin Haley at 972-800-8421.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you, Darin,
Thank
for
you.
being on the show.
Thank
We
you.
enjoyed you so
Love you
much.
guys.
May God bless you and keep you until I see you face to face.
Bye.
Amen.